Okay then, here is Radiohead OK Computer, by far the most requested album reaction for the Patreon. It's what you guys wanted. Now, obviously, there are songs on here that I've heard before. This came out when I was 14. Some of these songs were big radio hits back in the UK back then. Paranoid Android, Karma Police, No Surprises at least. Maybe more as well. I don't know until I've heard them. Exit Music for a Film has a lot of streams. I've heard the name. We'll see. Now, I've not listened to the album all the way through before. I've spoken ages ago about my prior relationship with Radiohead and bullying and all this sort of stuff from school. That's in the earlier videos. But I'm also not in a position to bullshit you like I've not heard some of these incredibly famous songs. Clearly I have. Yeah, it will be an active listen to those songs, a re-appreciation, a re-enjoyment of those songs, and then hopefully still a bunch of songs I've never heard before. 1997's OK Computer, Patreon exclusive. First and foremost for a long time. Thank you very much. Let's go. Sounds so mid to late 90s. So much music from that period was influenced by this and informing and influence each other, and it just brings me straight back to being 14. Despite I've not heard this song. Even though Kid A was this huge departure sonically, I remember the noise around it at the time of how it was so different to everything they put out before. You can hear the kind of little traits, even in this song, compared to a Street Spirit or something from before, compared to a Creep from before, where things are starting to get a lot more unusual. Just hearing this song, like the way it's mixed is very much designed to pull you in different directions. It's not mixed like a conventional rock song at all, and while it's not gone to the electronic side that Kid A goes to a couple of years later, you can just see there's elements creeping in of that experimentation. Not that they weren't experimental to a point before. From the songs that I've heard, again, I've not heard all the Bends all the way through, I've not heard Pablo Honey all the way through, I've not heard this all the way through, I've not heard Hell to the Thief at all. Plenty to get through here. Yeah, you can see what I mean? Okay. Cool opener? It didn't move me that much, I'll be honest. Definitely sounded like a song of the time. Now, obviously I know this song. I haven't listened to it for many, many, many years. The time signature fuckery.
Ambition makes you look pretty ugly. Kick and screaming, goose, you little piggy. You don't remember. Why don't you remember my name? Up with his head, man, up with his head, man. Why don't you remember my name? I guess he does.
Yeah, I never noticed like how it plays with the time signature here. Fucking hell, I completely forgot it goes to here as well. I completely forgot about this part. I can now remember where it goes melodically in this part. This was, I think, I'll pause it. First things first, I don't think I've heard this song, I don't know, probably 20 years. Realistically, I don't think so. When it came out, it had a lot of airplay. We had like MTV2 and stuff back in the day. It was a bit later than this. I used to play this a lot with the cartoon video. And it was, even though I had the issues I had with Radiohead when I was younger, I used to hear this, and I think there was another part of me that would end up being like the actual me. Without the other stuff going on, it was just like, it really liked this song. But, you know, when you're a teenager and you don't know who you are exactly, and you're being pulled in different directions, and you got all this fucking external stuff going on. So I was like in conflict with myself for liking it. That's something that happens when you're a teenager, I think. You're in conflict with all sorts of things. You're in conflict with your likes. And the quicker you can move through that, it takes people years. Sometimes that people never get through it. And the concept of a guilty pleasure is that. It's like, no, you just like what you fucking like. Appreciate what you appreciate. However, it's fucking 14, all sorts of stuff going on. Even then, I liked it. Listening to it now, 4 minutes in, this is like a 12 out of 10 song. Now, they have many in their catalogue, even from what we've listened to on this reaction journey, that would be categorised as that. But to actually actively, really deeply listen to this, the time signature changes, the fucking genre changes. It's been a hard rock song. It's been almost like a folky ballad at times, an indie song in the genre of the time, now moving into what I can remember where it goes from here, where it becomes almost like choral, phenomenal shit. And this is ridiculous, isn't it? Like, how does a song like this ever even get made? It's that good. It's like Bohemian Rhapsody condensed down in terms of how it shifts and changes, but without the melodrama. Just the fucking anguish and the disquiet. And it's strangely prescient at the moment, this album, and the themes with AI and everything. Some 28 years ago, is that correct? Yeah. Hums as well. They like fucking go deep into the soul. I was about to look into what the song's about, seemingly about something that happened in a bar, 3 moods. It's like fucking, there's lots going on here. There's an incredible amount going on here, but the first thing I see is a quote, Tom York, it was 50% Bohemian Rhapsody and 50% Happiness is a Warm Gun. That makes total sense. Let's keep going. Those hums are just like... You know, there may have been a radio edit of this that it played because it's so long. Or maybe it just faded out. No pun intended. I can't remember. Dude, that is better on its own as a song than the majority of albums that have ever been written. Just on its own as a song, that is better than most entire albums. There's probably only like fucking 200 albums or 300 albums ever that are better as bodies of work than just that song. That is so amazing that when you hear something like that, it is your duty. If you're an artist or a creative or a creator, whatever it is, you don't need to be a musician, but obviously if you are especially, it is your job, it is your duty. I count myself in this, and I'm not a musician, but I am a creative and a creator. It's your duty to strive to even get a little glimpse, a little scrape of what the essence of something like that is. Now, it has to be something that's unique to you. You're not trying to remake Paranoid Android by Radiohead, don't get me wrong. But just imagine you're like, scratch cards or fucking gift tokens where you scratch the little silver bit off. Just a little scrape and the fucking light. I saw this image in my body of like scratching a little scratch card and just golden light pouring out of it. That is your duty to aim towards that. That is the true spirit of the creative self. Some might call it the divine. To be able to get close to that. That is what you're aiming towards. Not money, not fame, not fucking all this shit. That. When you're in that, and whatever that is for you, that needs to be the aim. Somehow they seem to be able to get there like that. We can't all be Radiohead. Some of you might be in your field. But if you can just even scratch, a little scratch of it, a little bleed out of that light, oh, you're onto a good thing. You were onto a good thing. Phenomenal. I'm almost done. I'm like, okay, we're done now. We don't need to do any more. Like, the first track was fine, but that's like unbelievable, dude. It's ridiculous how good that is. What follows that, mate? What follows that?
Forgetting the smell of the warm summer air. I live in a town where you can't smell a thing. You watch your feet for cracks in the pavement. They swoop down in a country lane late at night when I'm driving. Take me on board their beautiful ship.
Just that higher guitar there is just taking me away. Stunning. How do you follow it? With something pretty damn impressive like that. Now, I know the name of this song. Whether I know it, though, I don't know.
Wake from your sleep. We're drying up your tears before your father hears us, before all hell breaks loose. Keep breathing. Us a song a song to keep us warm. You can we all that you choke, that you choke.
Fucking hell, that is absolutely incredible again. That was just an exercise in pure, delicate restraint. It's amazing, isn't it? If you create that much space and hold that much poise and hold that much presence, something as small as a tap on a cymbal, which is where the build starts to happen to the instruments coming in. Just the tap, the perfectly timed tap on the cymbal. That has more impact than somebody's throwing a million tracks at a song and trying to create all of these noises in this huge wall. When you're able to create that space and hold that space. I'm so glad that I'd not heard that before. I kind of really thought that I would have, because I knew the name of it. It's a sticky name, sticks in your head. And it's got a fucking load of streams, more than Paranoid Android, and that's it. They're the two reasons. I just assumed that, I was going to be one of those ones. Oh yeah, I know this. I didn't. And it was fucking incredible. First track, I was like, okay. And then we're in a different stratosphere altogether after that. Like, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. I'm not surprised. No surprises. However, this is what's happening. Let down. 5 minutes. Stone Roses if you fuck with their time signatures. Pours through the window in my office. Flaming of the channels. Flawless, joyous, slightly haunting. Incredible. 4-track run, and I know it's going to be 5 because Karma Police is next. First track, I was just like, oh, okay, there's going to be some good songs in here that I know already, and maybe they all sound like this. And probably in time, we'll go to love that one as well. But everything since, the exorcism of demons that's happening while I listen to this, the removal of what hasn't served me for many, many years to go through listening to this, having done some work on moving through a very unpleasant teenage period of my life. Like, I don't get the physical feelings when I think about those years anymore. I don't get the stress responses anymore. So now I can go and revisit this and enjoy it as intended. And actually, revisiting it as a 42-year-old, who knows? Who knows how it would have spoken to me had I listened to it sooner, but right now, as I always say, the best time to discover anything is right now. Some people say the best time to start something or to plant a tree was 20 years ago, the second time is right now. I actually believe the best time is right now, regardless. The best time is always right now. It's always right now because there's nothing you can do about the past. And had you started the thing or planted the tree or listened to the thing in the past, your entire life course would be different anyway. Yeah, if it's connecting to, for me right now at 42, this is the perfect time to listen to it. I think that's important to remember. If we feel guilty for not having heard the thing or not having started the thing or I wasted it, no. The perfect time is right now because it never could have been another time. Okay, Karma Police. Obviously, I know this song. I, until 20 seconds ago, forever thought that the lyric was I'll ask myself. But it's not. It's I lost myself. Clearly, I can hear it now. But I never looked up the lyrics before. I was just curious what the song was actually about. And the band say it's somewhat comedic to break up the... It doesn't sound it, does it? To break up the tone of the album. Some part, a part of like a narcotic meltdown. Perhaps somebody who's coming down from drugs and is in around lots of people, but obviously with the name Karma Police, and for a minute there I lost myself as the contradiction, as the juxtaposition. So this is what you get when you mess with us. It's just partly about judgment and then the realization that you're also part of that same karmic cycle. I wouldn't profess to be an expert on all things karma, but just an interesting moment of self-reflection on these parts of the track. And I lost myself makes a lot more sense now than I lost myself, but that also kind of makes sense, but it's not what it is. Yeah, it's still an amazing song, melodically, lyrically, sonically, but it's not like absolute of the ones that I've heard. I mean, it's not fucking knock me for a million like Paranoid Android did. It's just a really, really amazing song. Yeah, I forgot about that bit.
Not drinking
I'm sure I've
too
heard
much.
this before.
Regular
Almost
exercise
definitely.
at the gym, 3 days a week. Getting on better with your associate employee contemporaries. At ease. Charity standing orders. On Sundays reading Road Supermarket. No killing moths or putting boiling water on the hands. Car wash. Also on Sundays. No longer afraid of the dark or midday shadows, nothing so ridiculously teenage and desperate, nothing.
It's funny
so
to think this album was
childish.
basically
Now
pre-internet.
slower and more calculated.
Okay.
By
Yeah, cool track. Obviously not designed to or meant to that feeling, but it's a nice break-up in terms of pace for the record. Took me somewhere, I don't know where, but it took me somewhere. I don't even know if it's somewhere I want to be. It definitely took me somewhere. Amazing. Now, obviously, absolutely massive song coming. Amazing video where he's got his head in the fucking fishbowl. "28 years old." Does it not just sound so prescient of right now? What I mean by that, one, how does anyone write songs like this? But two, the content, the lyrics. Remember, this is pre-internet, it is pre-9/11, it is pre. All of these things, and yet, don't the lyrics sound like they could come from today? And the reason I bring that up is not to say, oh, fucking nothing's changed. It's just this sentiment is a symptom of certainly modern existence. This is pre-internet. But this was a symptom of the Gen X times as well. I remember this sentiment. It's one of the reasons this sentiment is I didn't want to go down those normal paths because I knew it wasn't for me. And the music of the time reflected that. But the music of the 60s reflected that as well. And probably the music before that and the art before that always has. That there is a kind of well-trodden path in life that is actually, if you do tread it and take no risks and lose who it is that you are. That light that we spoke about earlier, when that is dulled and quashed out. What's the thing that they use on a candle? Snuffed out. Like those things that they used to snuff out candles. When that is gone, what is there to live for? And that is why I implore everybody, whether you're 22 watching this or 42 like me, to push yourself out there, to take risks, to not feel like Tom York trapped in the fishbowl with the water coming up, because that's the feeling. It's the safety that will kill you. It's bizarre. It's paradoxical. We're built to strive. We're built to achieve. We're built to live for a purpose. And yet, the strange thing is, especially when you're young, you have no idea what that is, but the way that you get there is through bravery, is through creativity, and is through action. That is the way that you find out what that is. You cannot logically find your way there. So if you're sitting there thinking, what is my purpose? How do I get... You can't think your way there. You have to use your body and action and momentum to find your way there. You may already know. You may just feel it in your fucking bones. And if so, then pursue that violently. Not violently, but, aggressively. With power. Because look, this is the same sentiment in 1997 as you'll hear today in 2025. And it is more intense now because of the internet, because of social media, because of how relentless everything is. But it's the same. This is pre-internet. I didn't have the internet in my house when the song came out. The internet kind of existed a little bit, but not really. Not the same way that it even did 4 or 5 years after this, let alone now. Consider that that anguish has always been there for people. It's not just a very, very modern symptom. It's a modern symptom, but when I say modern symptom, as in 2025, 2024, like to recognize that this is a common human trait and recognize that you don't want to fall into that. And even if you have been in it and you felt it and you're stuck in it and you feel stuck now, that's okay. That is okay. Nothing is lost. Nothing is wasted. But if you feel it, now is the time to push, make a change. I'm adamant about that. I'll talk about that for my whole life. 2 songs to go. Lucky. I feel like Lucky. Ever heard this? I don't know. I'm really happy that I have only really heard the singles.
I'm on a roll this time.
I feel like I may have heard this. But maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I feel like I've heard this, but it's fucking stunning, regardless. It's funny, isn't it? Forever, people have called this depressing music. How can you listen to this? It makes me feel so depressed, people used to say. There used to be whole big debates about it back in the day. It doesn't at all. Anything that connects to the human condition, truly, and connects to like that light, whether you call it the divine, the universe, whatever it is, we know it, that you feel it. That doesn't make me feel depressed at all. That makes me feel alive and full of joy. I don't feel happy that somebody else is sad, don't get me wrong, but it's the art. I connect to the artistry of it. I know you're the same. I know we're the same. We've been together for years. Come on. Final song. Easy 10 out of 10 album. Amazing. Although saying that, I think I prefer In Rainbows and Moonshaped Pool. But Paranoid Android is up there with the very best songs.
It barks at no one else but me. Like it sing, I guess it's
Harmonies.
seen the sparks of flowing. No one else. Hey man, slow down, slow Sometimes I get over child. Hey man, slow down,
Some of the songs on there are just so gentle and precise that it will take multiple listens to really fall in love with them, I guess. Like a Lucky, like The Tourist, like a Letdown. Being so familiar with three of the songs made it a slightly strange listen because I was just almost partly waiting for them. But that reaction to Paranoid Android was something else. It's like I've heard that song many times. I remember the weird cartoon video, but it spoke to me in a completely different way at that time, which, to be fair, Karma Police and No Surprises didn't. They were just amazing, beautiful songs. Actually, No Surprises did, thinking about it, but not as much as Paranoid Android. But to go and hear exit music for a film, to be honest, by the time I think after No Surprises, those last two songs were amazing, but I was just like, my brain was like at capacity at that point. It's like, that's enough. That's enough. And because they're both gentle and quite similar, there was nothing to really jolt me back in, so I was just mindfully just in the moment with the music. And mate, like fucking unbelievable. And again, it's so, from a selfish point of view, it's not selfish, but you know, from a personal point of view, to be able to listen to this freed of the stuff that had kind of haunted me for years that I've worked through. Other stuff to work through still. Plenty of stuff to work through still. But that stuff, the school stuff, the bullying stuff, is kind of, I'm freed from that now, thankfully. And so I can just appreciate those moments. And actually appreciate some of the moments of being a teenager and some of the enjoyable moments. It's funny, isn't it? You have in your mind like a period of your life or a period of anything where everything was in my mind. Everything at that time was awful. And a lot of things weren't good, man. But there was still plenty of, if I actually really break it down, there were still plenty of moments which were great, even if they were just on my own, playing on my PlayStation or watching TV shows that I liked, or moments with, you know, the small amount of friends that I had, definitely. And of course, the moments of discovering certain music, whether it was Nirvana, Chili Peppers, this sort of thing. There's plenty to be able to go back and enjoy and have nice memories about now, which is good. It's important to do the work, man. It really is, and it's important, I think, for me as somebody who's been on the internet for a while, to share that stuff and speak about that stuff. I believe it is. But it's also a real privilege to be able to listen to this with you. So thank you for sticking all the way to the end while I'm talking here. Patreon you're the lifeblood of this, right? You are the lifeblood of what I'm able to do. So thank you so much for supporting. It means the world. I've just noticed during that, because I had my YouTube studio just there on my screen, open, and there was a message on there. It's like, you've had a super thanks. So I clicked on it. I should have been listening, but I clicked on it, and I noticed that quite a few people on the previous Radiohead reactions that have been on the channel have paid super thanks. I've never asked for anything like that. I kind of knew it existed, but I never really thought about it. But thank you to those who did that. some of you put like some serious change down, but even if it was just even if it was pennies, even if you're just watching, dropping a like, a subscribe, all these things, that all means the world. But yeah, anybody who's contributed to be able to have me do this as a business, thank you so much. And of course, the main people for that is Patreon. So yes, long outro to the video, exit music for a reaction video. I will see you all very soon. Thank you. Let me know what I should do next, whether it's Radiohead or Radiohead adjacent. There's big albums that I've not heard from the past for various reasons. Mainly because you used to have to buy them all. I'll see you all soon, right? Peace.